Alright, in this video we're going to do the interlacement design. I'm going to start off with a rectangle. I'm going to draw a 2-inch square using relative input 2, 2. At this point now I'm going to offset by 0.2, offset in. I'm going to draw a line, turn my object snap on. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and copy it to the right. Hit escape. I'm going to go to rotate. Rotate this, picking my base point in the center, and I'm going to type 45 to rotate it 45 degrees. Now I'm going to go ahead and move, snap from midpoint to midpoint, and there you go. So we're going to trim this, but I'm going to finish drawing the rest of it. And the outer part of the design, I'm going to use a polygon. And it happens to be an octagon, so I'm going to choose 8 sides, which I already have it in there. And I'm going to specify the center as being here. And I'm going to do circumscribed about the circle and click on the point of that square. And you'll see what happens here. It creates a octagon. Now I'm going to offset that at the same distance of 0.2. Offset it out. And we're basically good to go. Now I got to do a lot of trimming. And this is a little bit difficult to trim because it's a little bit of an illusion of lacement. So we have to go down through and make sure we trim the right stuff here. There we go. We have the interlacement design. Now we can get our line from midpoint to midpoint so that I can center it up in the sheet layout. Go ahead and snap from midpoint to midpoint. Delete those out. Alright, now when we go to dimension it, there's going to be a tricky part here when we dimension that you're going to have to pay close attention to. Let me get the angle on here. Angular dimension up here. This shouldn't be bad. Just drop your 45 degree down like that. We're going to do an aligned dimension for the 0.2 down here. I'll snap there. Go to perpendicular. That's the key there. You got to make sure it's on a perpendicular. Snap, and then drag that 2 and roll it up so it's on the inside. It's being a little tricky with me. Okay, so that'll be good. Alright, the next thing is we're going to use a leader to put the final dimension in. And with the leader, you have to watch. We're going to snap to here, and then we're going to move it later. Turn my ortho off. And when we have this leader, we're going to type in 2-inch square. Problem is I already have this text changed, and I'm going to move this down here and turn my object snap off. By default, you probably will not have this text to be the right size, so you need to go up to Format, Multi-Leader Style right here, and you're going to go in. It looks like your dimension style, but it's for multi-leader. So under Content tab, change your text height to 0.1 like I have. Go to Leader Format tab, change your arrowhead size to 0.1 like I have. Yours will probably be at 0.18. Make sure it's at 0.1. And that will match the rest of your dimensional text. Now, one other thing we got to add here is if you click on this and you go up under your annotation tool panel and drop down, it says Add Leader. We're going to go ahead and add leader, and it'll split that and allows us to come down here and point to the other outside square. Okay? All right. So that is the interlacement. I'm going to slide this over a little bit though. So that's your interlacement design centered up in your sheet layout. I updated the title block text interlacement design CH3-2, 1 inch equals 1 inch. Change your date. Make sure you get your dimensions in here properly. There's only 3 dimensions that you need. And that's all. Thanks for watching.